Good morning to you all. Our Chair of the IPCC, Your Excellency Minister of Environment and Water here in Bulgaria, Your Excellency Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs in Bulgaria, Your Excellency Mayor of Sofia, WMO President, fellow colleagues from WMO and UNFCCC, distinguished delegates, colleagues, and friends. Again, a very good morning to you all. Let me at the outset welcome you all to this important meeting. Your presence today demonstrates your support and commitment to the 7th edition of the IPCC Assessment Report. Thank you and many thanks to Bulgaria for hosting this important meeting. And let me extend my congratulations to Madame Ko Barrett for her appointment as Deputy Secretary General of WMO. We in UNEP very pleased to see her leading the WMO support to the IPCC, as she was the former Vice Chair of IPCC. I would also like to congratulate Dr. Jim Scare, our Chair of IPCC, for the honor of knighthood conferred upon by King Charles III of the United Kingdom. This honor is a recognition of his scientific expertise and the role of climate change science in this critical decade of climate action, for which IPCC is privileged to benefit from his leadership as its chair. This meeting, the 61st session of IPCC, which is focused around details of the 7th Assessment Cycle Strategic Planning Schedule, marks a significant milestone in the arrangement for this cycle. In addition, this is a significant follow-up of the decisions adopted at the 60th session of IPCC, entrusting the Bureau to develop the 7th Assessment Cycle Strategic Planning Schedule. The 7th Assessment Report is critical for parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change as they prepare for the second global stocktake under the Paris Agreement. A timely and comprehensive assessment report number 7 is essential for supporting global climate action with adequate data and analysis. The insights and decisions to be taken by delegates from this meeting will be vital for the successful outcome of the second global stocktake. You may all recall that the COP28 of the climate change adopted a decision which invited IPCC to consider how best to align its work with the second and subsequent global stocktakes, and invited IPCC to provide relevant and timely information for the next global stocktake. The asks from the member states at COP28 to the IPCC were loud and clear. We therefore urge the IPCC to respond to it in a timely manner. The solutions offered by the IPCC are our best hope for achieving the targets set in the Paris Agreement. Sadly, the window of opportunity is narrowing down every day. For the IPCC, the 7th Assessment Report is not only another assessment, but an obligation that must be able to provide adequate scientific and evidence-based information to enable the second stocktake to succeed. For the credit of IPCC, you will build yet another milestone on this glorious history. To this end, I would like to highly commend the IPCC Bureau and the Working Group co-chairs for the draft strategic planning schedule. Your innovative approaches to enhance integration and collaboration across the working groups is highly appreciated by UNEP. This is crucial for developing a cohesive and effective strategic planning schedule. I am mindful of the enormous workload ahead of the co-chairs and authors to deliver the assessment report number 7 before the second Global Stock Tech. Hence, I thank you all for your commitment to deliver the proposed timelines. I equally thank you for taking on the outline of the special report on climate change and cities. As we all know, cities account for over 70% of the greenhouse gas emissions. Consequently, completing this report in time will also be a virtuous contribution to the 7th assessment report. In addition, I'm fully cognizant that you will have to complete in time the methodology report on short-lived climate forces, which will be a major contribution towards the stronger national determined contributions. To this end, I'm grateful to the co-chairs and the Bureau of the Task Force on Greenhouse Gas Emission Inventories for the proposed outline of this methodology report. We in UNEP are aware that IPCC has been working on the lessons learned from its last assessment cycle, and that is the 6th assessment report. And therefore, I welcome the work of the ad hoc group. This will not only help the IPCC improve its process, but can also share experiences with other assessments and institutions. I know producing the 7th assessment report is a challenging journey considering the time constraints, but UNEP stands ready to support in whatever way we could. My best wishes for the successful session and fruitful discussions that will lead to a well-crafted strategic planning schedule for the 7th assessment cycle. Once again, my appreciation for the dedication and hard work for all those involved. In fact, the invitation to complete the work in Sofia will allow the authors start the work with full vigor. I would like to end my few words with a quote from my former boss, the late Klaus Stopfer, who once said, "The IPCC has provided the world community the first-class assessments of the soaring temperatures the world is facing, the devastating impacts of these rises, and the ways in which we try and avoid the worst effects of global warming. We now know climate change is real, and the hand of humankind in this warming is becoming clearer and clearer." End of quote. Consequently, it is in the hands of the world-renowned scientists with the science evidence-based assessments that the 7th assessment report will give us the impactful solutions to avert and rescue us from the extreme effects of climate change that we observe and feel in these recent years. Thank you, and I wish you all the most successful as well as the results-oriented 61st session of IPCC outcomes. Thank you.